First, I'm going to start out with the pergola I built, the back patio.
We built.
Samuel and we built, right?
Mm-hmm.
Check out the lights. Pretty cool looking. Grapevines really did a good job growing up on top. Nice little kitty. Hello, kitty. Morning glories are actually, no wait, the clematis are actually looking really good still. I thought they were done, but they're looking really good on this one. Here in the back I started cutting down my hydrangea for the year. It's like the world's largest hydrangea. I'll show you what I did with that in the front yard. All the trees are done for the year, no more fruit. I already cut back the rhubarb, but then it grew back already. Let's go along the back here. Arborvitaes grew about 8 inches this year. Along the shed here, I got morning glories. Those are so pretty. Growing up the trellis. Blueberries are all done for the year. And blueberries. And let's see, the tomatoes are coming in here, the big ones. Here's the big ones. We cut most of the yellow ones down, but they're still, they grow like crazy. There's tons of yellow tomatoes coming in. Lots of red tomatoes though. Big ones. Apparently the Joe Pye weed is, looks like it's done for the year. The milkweed's done for the year. Butterfly garden's kind of kaput, but the sedum is gonna be the next big beautiful thing to look at. So that's looking good. The evergreens, the little junipers are still looking good. Little froggy in there, I mean a little toad statue. These are purple dome asters. They're a fall perennial. They're gonna start popping and they're gonna look really good. The yarrow is really pretty still this time of year. Red yarrow, so pretty. And that's pretty much it with the butterfly garden. Let's take you over by the pond. Pond is looking good. I've had to thin out the plants multiple times. They grow like crazy. The Snowy Mountain ash is looking good, and the berries are still really pretty to look at. They're going to become even more ripe before the birds come pick them off and eat those up. Take you over here. The waterfall only. The fountain is always beautiful to look at. Let's see if we can check out the rain chains. I got rain chains hooked up to my gutters, so then you see the water just dripping off of them. And that is always so pretty to see. If you buy rain chains and you hook them up to your gutter, you do not want to put them to your downspouts. You actually want to mount them and drill a little hole so just enough water leaks out of it and comes down the rain chain. And that way it goes down and just feeds right into basically the garden area. My morel mushroom garden is looking good, but some things are starting to kind of die for the year. The Jack in the Pulpit seeds are ready to pick and spread. I'll spread those back in the shade garden in the back. The hostas are starting to deteriorate for the year, but I'm going to leave them up and let them just deteriorate into the ground this year because we're going to try to keep a happy sanctuary for the frogs and toads that hop over from the pond. And I have a bunch of toad houses back there, and I've been putting some like logs in here. I'll stack a bunch more up, that way the toads can hibernate for the year. This is a really late year for the raspberries. I think it's because the rabbits chewed them down this last winter, so now they're taking forever to grow. So you can see about what they look like right now. They're just like not even close. Kind of a wasted year for those darn pesky rabbits. Perennials look good over here and over here. Here's a great shot of tying up the Russian sage on a little topiary so you get the little purple high up in the air. Karl Forster grasses look good. Here's a shot of my 2 pots that I decorate every season. Now this is where I put the clippings from my hydrangea in the backyard. Every year I clip my hydrangeas and I poke them into the pots. And then I got some mums in there. I do something different every year. There's a few fake things that I just picked up at the Joann Fabric or Michaels. They're like these guys and these guys. They look good every year, so I just store them and put them in there every year. And then I usually just buy like one thing and then I cut the hydrangea flowers off from the backyard, and I did 2 pots. Here's another one. These look really good. Total cost on doing the 2 pots, $22. Look at how nice that looks. I already cut down a bunch of the bushes and perennials for the year because they're kind of going south. It's time to start winterizing. I left the Russian sage up. You can see how I tied them up to a little copper spike there, so they're up and high. There's another one right there. Kind of brings it up off the ground. I'll take you back and check out. We have another rain chain in the shed, and that is middle of September in Minnesota.